So I never show you guys this part of my yard because there's really not that much exciting going on. We have a super long driveway. And that backyard is the one that you're more used to. That's my chicken coop there. It's my husband's shop. And then my greenhouse is off to the side of the house. But the best feature of my yard, and one of the main reasons we bought this house, is the hiding tree. Now we call it that because this time of year, when you look at it, you can't see into it. And this is a weeping cherry that's been here since the house was built in the mid-90s. And when we moved here, it was, we could almost reach the top of it. And every spring we go in and clean out all the dead branches and really work hard to maintain this tree because it's really magical. And let me show you why. So we have two paths going to it. One is here by the flagpole, or you can access it from our deck. And as you walk up, we've created this opening here so that you can get in. And I've created this little party area. When my kids were little, they used to have tea parties with the fairies down here with this teeny tiny picnic set. Now we have a more traditional picnic set and a hammock chair and have it strung up with lights, and they like to sit out here with their boyfriends or their friends and play games and listen to music. And it's right beside our swimming pool, which is through there. And it's just really nice and cool. There's always a good breeze going through here, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I just think there's something incredibly magical about this tree, and it truly is one of the reasons we bought this place. But it is a lot of work. Every spring we come out here and from the underneath remove any dead branches so that all of the nutrition can go into maintaining this magnificent canopy that it has. It's really very neat. And the space under here is deceptive. I think it's probably larger than most people's patios. We're only using about a third of it. You could still have a full-on dance party under here if you wanted to. Anyway, I've shown you guys this flowering in the past, and I just wanted to show you what it looks like here. Now this is daylight hours. The thumbnail picture, and maybe I'll get some footage at night, is equally spectacular. So now that you've seen why I think it's so magical, let me tell you a little bit about this particular species. These guys are hardy in zones 5 through 8, and they need moist, well-draining soils and absolute full sun. Now, as you can see from this one, they can get really big. There are tons and tons and tons of varieties of these Japanese weeping cherry trees. This particular one is one of the larger varieties, getting to about 25 feet tall and also 25 feet around. So if you were to plant one of these in your yard, you would absolutely need to take into consideration its mature size. Now this is a PRUNUS Pendula F Ascendens Rosea, which is a whole mouthful just for the particular variety of cherry tree that this is. This is one of the longer living specimens, with some rumored to be 300 to 400 years old. A lot of the ornamental weeping cherries have a reputation for being pretty fragile because they're particularly prone to pest and disease, with this one being a notable exception. It's special, well, you can tell it from other ones in how the flowers look in the spring, as well as the type of berry it gets. Now these type of cherry trees don't provide any edible fruit, but that for about a week in the spring, they are phenomenally beautiful, beautiful trees. And I think you can agree with me from looking at this one underneath. It can be a really magical addition to your yard. Now, one thing that I particularly love about a lot of these ornamental flowering trees is that they also support our pollinators. You guys know from watching my channel, I'm a bit of a naturalist. I like to keep things, make the environment better in my fish room and in my yard, and I think that flowering trees like this one are just another really wonderful way to support our local pollinators and our environment, and it is absolutely magical. I hope you guys have enjoyed learning a bit more about this tree. If you have, let me know down in the comments and give this video a like. As always, thanks for your continued support.